Today marks 10 years since the death of Michael Brown. The community held events in the Ferguson area marking the day, including a unity walk and a moment of silence. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Kelly Jackson.
And I'm Ann Allred. Brown was shot and killed in 2014 by a Ferguson police officer. What followed were weeks of protests and unrest in the streets of Ferguson, along with other parts of St. Louis and the country. His death also accelerated the national Black Lives Matter movement. Today, there was that unity walk Kelly mentioned and a moment of silence to remember Brown.
Megan Kernan joins us in studio with reaction tonight from the community.
Thousands marked the anniversary of Michael Brown Jr. and what was a powerful message showing how the Ferguson community has grown 10 years later. Brown was the oldest of 11 siblings. Tonight, we heard from his family, who all hope for more change in the community.
That's when I'm gonna stand up, take my people with me. Together we are going to a brand new home.
Every morning I wake up, it reminds me what happened August 9, 2014.
Michael Brown once told his father the world is going to know his name. A decade later, Michael Brown Sr. continues to make sure the world never forgets about his son.
I'm his father, so I'm going to fight for him. I'm definitely want to paint the picture to the world that he was loved, he was a human, because he was dehumanized in 2014.
Brown's family led a unity walk to remember his life and the global movement it launched. Thousands of activists and community members chanted Brown's name.
Say his name. Mike Brown. Say his name. Mike Brown.
The march ended as hundreds of blue roses lined Canfield Drive, the street where his body lay for hours. A memorial filled with teddy bears.
He's a big teddy bear. He would do anything for anybody.
Followed by almost 4 minutes of silence.
We're tired of being killed for the most meaningless things, not even just by police brutality, it's by our own people. So we have to do better as a community before we have to expect someone else to do right by us.
Brown's brothers and sisters wishing he was here to see them grow up.
It's sad that he didn't get to live longer.
His smile would just light up the room. He was a great big brother.
We love you, Mike. Forever and always.
Can you hear freedom calling, calling me to answer? Gonna keep on keeping on. I can feel it.
Brown's sister, who you just heard sing, will be singing tonight at the Black Ball Fundraising Gala at the Missouri History Museum. That's from 6 to 10:30 tonight. On Saturday, there will be a Heal Our Cities concert at the Harris Stowe State University from noon to 3.
And Brown's death forever changed his family, as you saw in Megan's story. The man who shares his name, Michael Brown Sr., says it has been only in the last couple of years that he has been able to grieve the death of his son.
We didn't get a chance to actually process until later on, when we finally took that moment, because it's like, we got to do this, we got to do that, we got to do whatever we need to do.
Michael Brown's death created ripple effects in the community, and the anniversary is the reminder of the impact.
Tonight, our Justina Cornell showcases how one nonprofit came to life following that unrest and how they're using art as an outlet.
To coincide with Michael Brown's death, the organization Story Stitchers also celebrated its 10 years. In a 2-day youth empowerment summit, Story Stitchers had breakdancers, graffiti making, and a live podcast. Their work is meant to amplify youth voices by using creative outlets. Michael Brown's death was one of the reasons Story Stitchers was created. And 10 years later, the group held a moment of silence and educated teens about the events that unfolded in Ferguson. The organization's youth recruitment and engagement specialist, Amira Burns, was a teenager in 2014. Burns wrote a poem about the pain and was introduced to Story Stitchers a decade ago, making this a full circle moment.
I think 16-year-old me will actually be very proud for just being committed and sticking to it. I think 16-year-old me would appreciate the dedication and the hard work because this has actually been a goal to be able to foster the next generation and give back what was given to me.
The summit doesn't end on Friday. On Saturday, the organization is also hosting an album release party and a Hall of Fame award ceremony. Justina Cornell, 5 on your side.
And you can see our special Race, Listen, Learn, Live, Voices of Ferguson. It's August 22nd at 7 p.m. The hour-long special takes a closer look at how far Ferguson has come since that day, the healing that's taken place, and the work that needs to be done. You can also find our full interview with Michael Brown Sr. along with Ferguson Mayor Ella Jones online. For a link, text the word Ferguson to 314-425-5355.